Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make an easy from scratch French onion soup. This recipe is not only delicious, it's very nutritious and perfect this time of year because onions are great. They help with viruses and bacterial infections, and it's something you should incorporate a little bit more during the winter months. So the first things first, you're going to go ahead and peel 3 to 4 yellow onions. You're going to take all the skins off, and then you're going to dice this as thinly as possible. Below, I'll link the full details of this recipe so you can actually pin it or print it for later, but it's very easy and you guys will enjoy this. It's so flavorful. So all of your onions are diced. You're going to go ahead and dice all of your garlic, and this is going to be the beginning of your soup recipe. The key to making this French onion soup is to make sure your onions are caramelized and you provide lots of flavor. And I'm actually going to use fresh homemade French bread to top the top of this French onion soup. So to a large pot, go ahead and add your olive oil and all of your garlic and onions and let them saute for probably about a good 5 to 10 minutes depending on your stove. Once that's done, you're going to go ahead and stir in some flour, and this is going to kind of thicken the sauce. Well, it will thicken the sauce. And once that's all mixed together, go ahead and add all of your seasonings. So my basic seasonings that I like to use in all of my recipes is salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. I didn't add any onion or garlic powder in this recipe because it's chock full of onion and garlic powder, but I did use a lot of other herbs, and if you have access to fresh herbs, go for it. So the dried herbs I'm using is parsley, basil, oregano, and thyme. And I'm adding that into the pot and giving it all a good mix. Now you're going to go ahead and add your stock, and this can be a beef stock, but since I'm a vegetarian, I'm going to add a vegetable stock. I do like to make my own homemade stock, but store-bought is just as good too if you don't have any homemade on hand. And then my ingredients that I love to use is some red wine. So I'm going to use a little bit of red wine. It'll give it a little bit of flavoring. If you don't want to add any alcohol into your French onion soup, a nice cooking sherry will be perfectly fine. Okay, now we're going to let this simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and season it with a little bit more salt and pepper. I usually taste this throughout the 20 to 30 minutes and decide if I need to add a little bit more salt. So I'm reducing the heat here, and this would be a great time to go ahead and give it a taste and add as you go. Once 20 to 30 minutes has passed, you're going to go ahead and ladle into some oven-proof bowls your French onion soup. Top it with a toasted French bread, and you're going to add Swiss cheese and Parmesan cheese on top of that. And then your broiler should already be going at this point because you're going to go ahead and put this in the broiler from anywhere to 3 to 5 minutes. And this, like I said, I'm giving you kind of an estimate for the time because I do realize everybody's stove and oven is a little bit different. So I would recommend starting at the lowest temperature or lowest time frame that I give you, and then working your way up from there. And once that's done, it is ready to be enjoyed. You can serve this for dinner or lunch with a salad, or you can serve it before you give the main course. It really does not matter. So I hope you make this French onion soup recipe and try it maybe with a sourdough French bread. You will thoroughly enjoy this. It is so flavorful and so delicious. This is a very easy recipe. Anybody can do it, and I highly recommend it. This is, like I said, perfect for this time of year, and it is great with a nice glass of red wine. Pair it with a salad or treat it as an appetizer right before a main dish. If you enjoy cooking videos from me, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and thank you so much for stopping by the